Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over my Elite controller settings. So if you guys wanted to know the settings that I'm currently using for my Elite controller, binds, all that kind of good stuff, definitely this is going to be the video for you. So for sure, stay to the end of the video because I'm going to be covering all of the binds that I'm currently using for my Elite controller, and also the settings that I have personally on it. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 2,000 V-Bucks. And if you guys want a chance to enter this giveaway, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, turn on my post notifications, and also leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And you guys will be automatically entered into my next giveaway, which I'm giving away 2,000 V-Bucks. If you guys want some free V-Bucks, make sure you guys do enter into the giveaway. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so I wanted to be making a video fully going over all of the settings I currently have on my Elite controller. I wanted to clear up everything, any misconceptions, anything like that that you guys maybe might have. Because I get questions all the time about my Elite controller settings, binds, Fortnite binds, controller binds, and pretty much everything you can think of. I get asked all the time what it is. So I'm going to be showing you guys the binds that I'm currently using and the ones I have on and the ones I recommend and exactly why I have the loadout the way I have it, because I have everything and everything at a certain place for a specific reason. So as you can see here, it's pretty cool. You can change whatever button you want to whatever you want on the controller. And this is for the Elite 1. My Elite 2, for those guys who watch my stream, you guys know I'm basically getting a replacement for it. And it looks a little bit different, but it's the exact same thing. I use the exact same thing between the Elite 1 and the Elite 2 as far as all the binds, all that kind of good stuff. So I use the exact same thing. So here you can pretty much bind anything on the controller to any button that you can possibly think of. So the first bind that I have here is going to be the upper left paddle, so that's going to be the top left one, and I have that bind to left on the D-pad. And so this one right here is kind of like a freebie, just because I used to have this specific paddle as confirm, but with confirm on release, and I do have that on. And since I have that on, this is basically a paddle which I don't even really need anymore. So I decided that I was going to use it for pickaxe. So I thought that was a very, very good idea. So I do have pickaxe on my upper left paddle. I used to have it on Y, but then I moved it to my upper left paddle because I used to have confirm on there. But now that I have confirm on release, it really doesn't make any that much difference. So now I do have my pickaxe on that upper left paddle. So that's kind of the reasoning for that one. So going into my upper right paddle. So my upper right paddle, I do use this for editing. And the reason why I use this for editing, a lot of people can use different binds. So something like editing is something that you do every single game all the time over and over again. So you want to have it very, very convenient. Some people use the left stick down. I find that kind of difficult, to be honest, to constantly be clicking it over and over again. It makes it hard for double edits. Personally, for me, I think it is. Some people can get used to it, but it's just not a thing for me. Plus, I mean, some people can put it on other buttons. But if you guys play claw, then it's not really that much of a problem. So I put it on my bottom right side. And so moving into the third paddle is going to my A button. So my lower left paddle is going to be on the A button. The A is going to be jump. And the reason why I specifically have it on this bottom left side is going to be because when you are jump shotting or you're jumping, you're building, you want to have it on the opposite side as the analog stick that you're aiming with, and that makes it very, very easy to aim, very, very easy to track, and all that kind of good stuff. So I make sure that I have it on the opposite side as the analog stick I'm aiming with. It's very, very difficult to get used to having it on the same side because you want to be able to press things. I'm trying to think of the right word. So you want to basically be able to press as many buttons as possible with as many fingers and hands as possible. So you always want to have a trade-off. So if I'm aiming with the right stick, then I want to be able to jump with the left, something on the left hand. And if I'm doing something with the left hand, then I want to do it with the right hand. That way, I'm not pressing. I don't have like 10 different binds on just my right hand. Then it'd be way too hard to press all of them very, very quickly because I would have to just have the quickest fingers possible, and it's just super hard to do. So you always want to have that trade-off, and that's why I specifically have these 4 binds in the order and the spots that they do. I've tried just about every single thing you can imagine. when it came to the different locations and also kind of the different things I wanted to have. And when it comes to the binds and what I have on my paddles, you want to have on your paddles the things that you use every single game and the things that you use the most out of the most. So that's going to be jump, build, edit, and then it used to be confirm, but now since that's out of the game, I would put pickaxe, because you use pickaxe all the time when you're trying to take someone's wall. When you're mining, you're constantly going to be pressing your pickaxe, so instead of pressing Y, you can just go ahead and press the upper left paddle. And I moved my upper left, or my Y button, I actually moved it to place marker. So I think it's a very convenient, easy way to do so. So these are going to be the specific 4 binds that I have on my Elite Controller. I think these are very, very good if you guys have Elite Controller as well to use these binds specifically. You can have little adjustments here and there if you do play claw, but I think those are going to be the best binds possible for if you guys have specifically an Elite Controller. If you guys play on other things, of course, it's going to be a little bit different, maybe a little bit similar, but that's what I have. So as far as the left stick and right stick, there's a lot of different settings you can have with this. So I play on linear, and when it comes to linear, it's really the whole goal is to reduce any sort of inconsistency. And so of course that's why I have it on the default. You can try out other things if you want to, where it's basically on this one specifically, when you change the sensitivity curve, all that kind of stuff, what happens is it makes it so I'm going to change it right here. So I hit this on the delayed. So when you're moving it around, it's delayed at first and then it speeds up towards the side. So basically it gives you an increase at different times. So you can have it increase fast, increase slow. You can really customize it exactly how you want, but I like to have it on the default, because on linear, I like to keep it as consistent as possible. And if I wanted that slowdown, then I would just switch to linear or exponential, because on most games it's definitely not on linear. Most games like Call of Duty shooter games, it's not linear. It usually has some sort of kind of boost when it comes to turning a little bit versus turning a lot, because it is easier to aim that way. So you really don't have to mess around with that setting. I feel like personally some of you guys might like a little bit more, but I like to keep it on the default, and that's just how it is. As far as the triggers, I don't even know. I just keep it the way it is, default. Here, vibration, I think it helps tremendously to have vibration off. Some people have it on, but I do think having vibration off is going to be the best way to go, because when having vibration off, just feels a lot more consistent. Sometimes I feel like the rumble can throw it off, and definitely when it comes to the vibration, turning it off was really, really weird at first, because it's something you're so used to having vibration. But once I have it off, I really do like it, and I kind of wish there was an option for the Elite Controller to not have the rumbles in there, or whatever they're called, because it makes the controller a little bit heavier. But it's really not that much of a problem. I don't use it at all. And as far as brightness on the last tab, I have it on the lowest. It's just to kind of help preserve battery life. On the Elite 2, you can just recharge it, so it's not a problem. But when it comes to batteries, I like to have it last as long as possible, so I have it on the lowest setting, or just on the one next to lowest. So here are just my controller binds in case you guys were curious. Just wanted to go into them real quick, because I showed you guys exactly what they were bind to. So here in the settings, so the toggle pickaxe, the left on the D-pad, as you guys saw, is bind to my upper left paddle. Then we have the edit button, and the edit button is going to be binded to my upper right paddle. And as far as the switch mode, of course, that's my bottom right paddle, and then jump button is going to be my bottom left. So those are the paddles, and these are the binds that I have for them. So I just wanted to give you guys like a full video showing you guys exactly what the binds are that I have. If I had any type of stick movement, I have it on the default one, but if I had any sort of thing like that, just kind of clear out all the misconceptions and just make it very, very clear exactly what I'm using for my Elite Controller, and also here are my binds for my controller. And of course I change my sensitivity from time to time, but as far as these, I just don't even change them at all. I've had pretty much the exact same binds on my controller for I don't know how many seasons on end. Of course, when they put edit, confirm, on release on, then I took out confirm and then switched that with pickaxe. But other than that, I've had pretty much the exact same binds for so many seasons, pretty much in season like 2 or 3. So these are the binds that I currently have, and I really don't change them that much. So if you guys ever ask about my binds, these are going to be my binds. I'm not going to be changing them anytime soon. So these are exactly the things that I have. So I hope this video helped you guys out in some sort of way if you guys have an Elite Controller, or if you guys are just really, really curious on exactly what I use, why I use it, and everything in between. So with that being said, that's a wrap up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, turn on my post notifications so you guys are notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.